Married to Medicine, season 12, episode 5. Baggage. Oops, what did it say? Baggage check. Not Eugene not liking to play no space. And where is you from? Listen, we start off with Eugene and Toya just hashing it out from the night before. You know, that party, that big old fight that they had in front of everybody, basically. It was time to do some apologizing and some making up. So they go to their little pool room and they are breaking down the night. I'm not gonna go into all the details of what they, all the. I stopped doing the conversation line by line thing, but anyway, you know, Eugene is breaking down his side. Like, okay, I see where I went wrong. You know, and now I just need you to acknowledge you're wrong. It took Latoya a little second to click in her mind what she was trying to think of to say, but she did own up to her part because she shouldn't have did that in front of everybody. That it was just wrong, a little emasculating. The ladies talking about Eugene all the time. Eugenia, he the definition of a big ass bitch. Little things. Like I'm done. I'm tired of it. And for her, it was more like, oh, I thought you was basically trying to what she say? Like at the party, she was trying to say that he was more worried about the other ladies than the wife, right? But either way, they both hash it out. They agree that okay, we'll move on. They got some type of love bank that they always add into. Something I think works good in their relationship. And it smooths over. They have a little drink and they don't stay mad for too long. Like in all honesty, out of all the couples, because I know you can possibly see Simone and Cecil didn't divorce. Like honestly, the way they relationship and family dynamic be set up, like if it happens, we wouldn't be surprised. Um, but Eugene and Toya, they gonna be together forever, unless Eugene come to his senses. So we getting to know the new girls a little bit better. Miss Brandy is at home with her 4 babies. Woo, girl got her hands full because I think they're all under the age of 10. Mimi comes over. She only gets to bring the one because her son, high functional autism. Play dates. Listen, I have to watch them extra. I won't be able to talk to y'all like that for real, for real. And I don't want to have to pay for all the stuff he gonna break, girl. Which I mean, listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. And then Angel came over with her 2 kids, which confirmed our basketball wives theory. Cause I'm like, she was on one of them shows, but I think she was on that Atlanta season with that one light skin, or I want to call her light skin girl, but she was mixed. Cause remember, that was the whole debacle. Named Keisha, because her name was Keisha. Her mom was white. Remember, Tammy? I think it was Tammy was the one who was all up in it. But anywho, they're just talking, about life and this and that. Dating life. Miss Angel over here single. For her, it's all about working kids. Finding these men is not the easiest thing in the world. Um, and finding the right one that's gonna treat you right and all that stuff. So, and I don't live in Atlanta or nothing like that, so I don't know how the dating pool would be, but I'm sure she'll find somebody somewhere. Then we roll the conversation over to people deflecting, right? And this kind of got Mimi to talk about the party because Toya was whoosh out of her mind, wasn't she? And trying to say that we was talking about her and her husband, all this stuff, and trying to kick people out. Girl, as soon as she was getting to my name, I was out. When she did leave, because she was done with it. And Miss Mimi, you always in your doctor's hat. I ain't gonna lie. Whenever something do happen, you do throw that doctor hat on all the time. It must be something hard for therapists to turn off, honestly, because everyday life, you around people with problems. So do I not say nothing because I just don't want to, or do I just try to be like, okay, well, let me give you a little advice here. Wooty wooty boot. But anyway, her doing that a lot is probably gonna get a little annoying. I think it is annoying already. But yeah, with her, she is like Toya. Her maturity, emotional maturity level is down, and I can't with her. Like, when she get on that level, it's time to peace out. It's time to go, because I don't know what was up with that. The other ladies was like, yeah, that was some crazy stuff. Because I mean, we wasn't even saying nothing, right? Like, it was mostly, it was Dr. Heavenly. That wasn't us. So why would she be treating us like these? But, we'll see as we go on in episode how, well, if Dr. Mimi will address Toya about it. Ooh, Jesus, I put this on mute because Simone and Cecil, y'all trying to make me cry over here. I want y'all to break up. Nah, but for real, very emotional because see, once Cecil started to get his little tears, I was like, oh shit, here we go. But Simone me with her sister. Her name was Carmen, I think. She lives in the DMV area, so they get to meet up every once in a while, chat, catch up. Back at the house, Cecil meeting up with his brother. His brother, what was his name? I forgot. But recently divorced, moved to Atlanta area so they can reconnect, talk, catch up, whatever. Both conversations is about each other. Okay, Simone, Cecil, I'm trying to connect with these boys and tell them what they need to do and what they ain't doing. And he over there just Cecil sitting here ain't saying goddamn thing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. So I'm looking like the bad guy and he the old good guy. Always. I'm tired of it. Cecil over here, man, the way we grew up, the struggle that we had. I made a vow that my kids ain't gonna struggle, ain't gonna stand no financial aid line like I did, and do. And I like this brother and his feedback. I mean, not to say that Simone's sister didn't give her any good advice, which she did, but the brother is actually recently divorced, like I said, which means Cecil, you might want to pay a couple extras attention because why did he get said divorce? Okay. So some of these advices is some of the things that he might have missed out on in his own relationship, marriage, as to why said divorce might have happened. Which was mostly his main point was, I mean, your wife, like your two kids is gonna grow up, move out the house, do their own thing. They're gonna be fine, and they will be. If Simone didn't give him that dang money for dang stuff, he was gonna get the money anyway and go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and like they don't even live with y'all and all this. So technically, it's just you. Y'all empty nesters. It's just you. Once the kids is gone, it's just y'all. So y'all need to stay connected, communication, and you keep saying I. But we got this problem. Well, it ain't no we. Like Simone be saying, you be saying we a lot. Say where this money coming from? You be saying we a lot, and right now it's a me. So when they get back to we, their relationship can get back on track. But seeing them right now in this state, I was like, no, Cecil, no. Dr. Simone, let me give you a hug. So Miss Quad and King and over there is packing up to go to Ghana. I think this will be I'm not sure exactly how many times she's been over there, but I think this is the second round or third round of said IVF. Woo! And King is over there kind of like, I don't know about this. Like, this is taking a lot out of this relationship. Like, I thought we was going to get some eggs, put the sperm in there, and then we was going to have a baby. But, things don't really happen like that all the time. Eggs ain't what they supposed to be at certain ages. So you got to figure out which ones is the good ones to match with said sperm or whatever he got to do. Because I don't know if they're doing both or if it's just her on her end. But either way, I don't know if I'm feeling the way King is trying to push back a little bit on this. Like, I know he want her to have her kid and all these stuff, but yeah, I think for him, he would rather just enjoy the relationship and things that they do, but having to go back and forth to Africa and this appointment and this and that next appointment, I mean, it is a lot. So I don't know. I'm like, ooh, quiet. Are you sure about this? I hope she's sure. I hope he's sure. Which one is fake and which one is real? Dr. Simone done got this dang party. It's called a make your own bag party, where they about to make some purses or bags or whatever you want to call them. Pretty much as a joke, get back, play on the whole thing with between Toya and Heavenly about who left this fake bag at my house. So we got a whole nother group chat debacle between Dr. Heavenly and Toya. Lord, this whole season's gonna be about them too. I thought Dr. Heavenly supposed to be just a friend. She ain't supposed to be on this damn show. But listen, she here arguing like she do. Jesus, oh please. I guess it was Father's Day or something. And was it Toya who put out a big text and say, hey, tell your sons, your uncles, your daddies, fathers, happy Father's Day. Kiss your husband, all that good stuff. So Mimi, like, because her and Dr. Mimi and Dr. Heavenly is together discussing the group chat conversation. Back at the venue, waiting on everybody to pull up, is Dr. Simone and Toya talking about the same thing. So Heavenly was trying to explain to Dr. Me because, like, listen, you don't know the history though. You don't know the history. Toya disrespected Eugene all the time in front of us, all the time, nonstop. She don't care about that man. So all I was trying to do, and listen, yeah, all I was trying to do was just tell her to tell that she need to tell her man, that her husband, what she told us, because she need to be more softer to him, more appreciative of him. You know what I'm saying? All she did was just disrespect the man and spend his money. And bravo, bravo, played the replay of all the little arguments between Eugene and Toya. And I cracked up because that one about you better put that biscuit in your mouth, that was the funniest thing. I mean, it was disrespectful yet funny in the moment because he was like, damn, did she do that? Damn, Toya. See, right back then, we should have known. I mean, we knew, but and then, of course, Toy over there to Simone, like, why she always being disrespectful to me and all this stuff. Me and Eugene is good. Why she always come for me in my marriages? She just, I can't stand her. And Simone is like, well, I mean, I didn't take, look, see, I didn't take it as, which I'm sure everybody else reading the dang thing, it's between them. So they probably laughing about it, not really taking it so serious. But between Toy and Heavenly, girl, this is a fight. This is serious. So while the ladies are going to be making their leather bags, the fellas is going to be at Dr. Contessa's house hanging out with Dr. Scott for a barbecue. So at the ladies' event or Simone's event, the instructor is all ready for them to go ahead and pick out their fabrics that they want to use so they can build this bag. So of course, here go the first shot of the day. Well, yeah, it'll be the first shot because Toya said, so we supposed to put the leather on the inside and the outside. Yes, girl, it's real leather. Oh, okay, because, some people around here don't know nothing about that. So, Dr. Elver was like, I'm gonna let it go, I'm gonna let it slide. But then she say, yeah, and look, I got this bag. She pulls out said Balenciaga bag, which I actually thought was Balmain, but if it's Balenciaga, it's Balenciaga. Yeah, so we got this bag and we got these leathers, and Miss Lady must be a professional. You professional, lady? Okay. And we can compare the two to see which one's real and which one's fake. And in all honesty, the way that Heavenly is treating the bag, like you left it, so I'm guessing you didn't have no money in it, no ID. You left it again, so let's say you left it twice, so I'm guessing you had no money in it, no ID. Or was it really fake? I mean, like, come on now. Listen, the jokes about the bag. Heavily like, girl, I ain't worried about that day bag. I got a portfolio. I got businesses. Toya ain't got nothing. Like, who cares? Here go Toya, man. Heavily, she crafty. I'm like, oh, all over a bag, yo, a whole episode. Not Dr. Scott selling fake Coach bags back in the day. Now, listen, did y'all ever have a Coach party, y'all mamas or y'all grandmamas? Because my mama and my aunties and my grandmas and then my aunties and my mamas, Coach parties. So we go back to the men, and they having a moment here because Eugene is trying to express that, listen, I apologize for that party because that's the last time we all seen each other. So I apologize for the way that me and Toya displayed that whole thing. Wasn't supposed to happen. Shouldn't have went that far. But I do want to say that, some of that stemmed from Toya being upset with some of the wives here. Okay. Mainly Dr. Heavenly. Okay. So this gotta go, but this is going to Dr. Damon, which Dr. Damon always, he listens, he intakes it, and then he responds. His response is saying, like, okay, I mean, she's never said nothing to you though. And he like, okay, well, no, she ain't never said nothing to me, but she said stuff about me. Like, I read the messages, it's disrespectful, and it don't paint me in a good light, right? So Dr. Kurtz and Dr. Damon is trying to tell him, like, I mean, listen, we see the way we know y'all at this point, and we know that the way you and Toya talk to each other is not the way that the rest of us talk to each other. And our wives, if they got a problem, most like it's not gonna be yelling at us out in the public at the party. We gonna hear it when everybody leave for sure, but not in front of everybody. You understand? Separate, different. So for us, that's just y'all. That's just y'all. But Eugene is trying to say, I mean, sure, like our dynamic isn't like everybody else's, unconventional, right? But it's the disrespect that's coming from wives, because it's not y'all, like he said, y'all don't be coming at me, we boys, but it's the women's. So that is the issue. And Curtis is trying to say, well, I mean, when they talk about all of us, which is true, everybody gets it at certain times, but it does seem like Dr. Eugene is the main one always getting punched. And like or not Doctor, but Curtis said, like, she did all of this, and then you just said, oh, whatever. So what is we supposed to do? we reacting off of what I'm saying? If he cool with it, nigga, we cool with it. Keep smoking cigars, going about our night. But had maybe Eugene might have, maybe tried to shut it down a little bit, de-escalate the situation instead of egging her on, should we, so to speak, because you know what I'm saying, his lack of reaction was egging her on, okay? Because that happens to some people. Like, the more you smile, the more angrier they get, type of thing. So for them, it's like, I mean, we're trying to do our best to stay out of it, because it's y'all thing. And for Eugene, it's more like, I mean, sure, it's just, I just want y'all to at least tell, mostly Damon, to talk to your wife, to tell her that I don't like it, and can you stop? Can you please? Because that's my friend, and I don't want to mess up our relationship over what you got going over there with his wife. Pretty much conversation. We'll see how it goes. They didn't end up on a light note because they was like, well, what we need to do? Change our wives? Or no, that's what Dr. Damon said. Well, that's what we need to do. We need to change our wives. And they like, what you mean? Like, get some new ones? And I was cracking up like, I mean, shoot. That's a possibility. So we flip back over to the women's, and Dr. Simone is trying to say that, well, the whole group chat thing, like, I didn't think Dr. Heavenly told me that she was not being shady. Okay. So Toya like, well, if she wasn't being shady, then why didn't she just say it to me? Of course, Dr. Heavenly like, girl, I'll tell you whatever I think some shit, but that's just what I'm thinking. That's what I told. That's what I felt. And Toya reads it like, okay, happy Father's Day. Tell your sons, husbands, whoop. And then her response obviously was, yeah, tell your husband this, and preferably on camera. Because you went off on your husband in front of everybody on the camera. So you might need to go to your husband and give him some real kudo lovey-dovey time on the camera so that people can see that, y'all actually love each other and care about each other versus all this other crap going on around us because we're all uncomfortable watching it. Okay, that's something that we don't do. Spill it. The way Dr. Heavenly marriages handle, girl, that's something me and Dr. Damon Daddy don't do. Okay, I will never disrespect my husband in no such ways, but Toya will. So we're in the episode with Toya and Heavenly arguing back and forth about this dang chat. Who said what? Why you being so disrespectful? Why you gotta go high? You gotta go low? And Dr. Jackie was just kind of over it because they slinging names now. Like they apart from each other. Toy over here at this table, Heavily over here at this table. So we got to yell at each other like these. So voices is high. The name calling is going on and all the disrespect. And Dr. Jackie like, listen, I am so over it. We created this group to be a sisterhood, to be as one, come together when we're and support each other, right? And all this right now, I'm not with it. I ain't liking it. We need to figure it out. Heavenly, you need to, what she say? If Toya throw a rock, you don't have to throw a boulder. Okay, girl, fix it. And she, Dr. Heavenly in her own, I mean, not Dr. Heavenly, but Dr. Jackie, you doing it in her soft voice, her soft, serious mama voice. Like, y'all listening to me? See, now, if she was actually a mama, she'd be a good mama. You want to be my mama, Dr. Jackie? Say, no, I got a mama. She probably mad. But then maybe then she won't. And of course, Toya just looking at her like, okay, for real, Dr. Jackie, if you think this is what we need, fine, whatever. We'll take it for now, just to get on through the day. They all have their little clutches. They were so cute. I'm thinking they were clutches. They were clutches, right? Because I didn't see the straps. Take pictures, whoop-de-whoop. Let's move on. Decent episode. A little emotional with the Dr. Simone and Cecil relationship thing, and a little heavy on the Eugene versus the wives because, yeah, I feel like out of all the husbands, because they all have gotten it, but he gets it all the time, like every season, versus Curtis get it once, Damon get it once, Dr. Scott get it once, but Eugene get it all the time, and I'm starting to feel bad for, like, I really am. And I just hope that somewhere these ladies can probably watch this back and just realize, like, when we get to the reunion, I hope he expresses his grievances with all the ladies, and that at least the ones who need to apologize will apologize to that man, because that's messed up. Okay? But anyway, good episode as always. We'll get to the next one next week, and I will try to be more on time. Like, for real. I think I got Salt Lake City. I'm going to do that tomorrow. All right. Bye.